how's it going? Decided to do a review of this Mackie Fusion spinner that I got recently. I guess I could just talk briefly kind of about the history of the product. It's from China. It was made in 2020, came in copper, nickel, and titanium. This piece right here is the titanium version. It weighs probably about 141 grams. I've been using the Fidgetpedia website to pull up on the side to actually have some stats on these, just to get a little bit better at these videos. But anyway, yeah, this is the Mackie Fusion. It's a really unique spinner, I would say. It's got a few different things going on here. So you've got this center ring, or this little outer ring here, that spins on its own, so you can spin that if you want. You've got the button you can hold, and then you've got the outside that also spins. So when I spin it, you can see that both the ring, the outer ring, and the entire spinner ends up spinning. So super cool, super unique. I'm not sure of a ton of other spinners that accomplish something like this with like two-part spinning. There definitely are some out there, but I'm a noob to the game, so I haven't seen a ton of them yet. You could even stop this inner ring if you want and let the the outer portion spin, or vice versa. So I could stop that, and then this piece will still spin as well, which is pretty cool. This one that I have in particular has the trits installed. These are tritium vials, for those of you that don't know what trits are. This will glow. Probably can't make it glow right now because it's pretty bright in this room, but these will glow at night, which is kind of cool, and you get kind of like a little bit of a light trail when you spin it in the dark, which is pretty sick. I could take it apart. Hopefully I don't have these buttons on too tight and not be able to remove them. Okay, they're not on too tight, so I can take it apart to kind of show what's going on here. It's kind of tough with this piece in particular to get it unstuck, but we got it. So take off the buttons and show you a little bit of the inside. So pop that button out right there. So you can see the inside here. You've got Mackie Studio. They're out of China. This is looks like piece number 23. This piece actually does come off as well. So you can see like this piece in the middle here is kind of like a little retaining piece that sits on top of the second bearing for this part. So that's kind of what allows it to spin in both directions. So if I just spin that piece off, this comes apart here, and I can pop out this center piece. So it's got the larger bearing, which I believe is called a 686. I'm not positive though. Like I said, still a noob. You can throw this on your finger if you want to with that inner ring and just kind of spin it that way, which is pretty cool. A lot of people love ring spinners, so this is not a traditional ring spinner, but you can use it that way. And then if I wanted to take out the very outer bearing, I could unscrew these here and then pop the bearing out if I wanted to. The other bearing is located in here. I don't actually have my tool, so I'm not going to pry at it, but this piece would unscrew, and you can get to the inner bearing if you wanted to change that out. So that's pretty much the internals of this piece. Fairly lightweight, being that it's titanium. I'm still trying to decide my favorite material of spinners and what I really like, which has kind of been part of the fun of this whole experience, is figuring out which pieces I like and which pieces I don't particularly like. So still kind of on that path. You have to put this thing back together properly too, or else it won't spin properly. So there we go. I think I've got the sides on I think I've got it on the right sides, hopefully, so I'm not fumbling around with this thing. So let's just go ahead and screw that back in, and then get the buttons back on, and then I'll pretty much wrap up the video. So pop the buttons back on, and then we can talk about some of the final thoughts I have here on this piece. So I think this button goes on the other side. See, that's what I was talking about. You've got to get the buttons on the right side, or else you're gonna struggle like I just did right there with trying to put it back together if you take it apart. So let me get this back in. Not hard to do this on camera too, by the way. It's part of the reason why I'm struggling is I'm trying to do it on camera. There we go. Okay, so the design, let's talk a little bit about the design. The design's kind of complex. It's got like this, space kind of, space age thing going on here. It looks super cool, but for some reason, I'm not like in love with this piece. I'm finding that I like more basic spinners, kind of like this 2EDC Bantam. Like, this is a more simple design. It's got a lot less going on, but I seem to enjoy it more. So maybe I'm just a guy who likes, more simple designs. This is a Proximia tri-spinner, which I really love. I carry this one a lot since I've gotten it. But yeah, maybe I like, more simplicity. As far as the action goes, it does the things that I like. I can pull it, I can do my pulls, I can do my flicks. It is fairly chunky though, so it's not like the most comfortable to flick if I wanted to flick it. But it does do most of the, the actions that I like doing on spinners, so nothing to dislike there. And I decided that at the end of the videos, instead of saying like would I recommend it or not, people, this is basically a hobby where I might not like this thing and someone might absolutely love it. So instead of saying do I recommend it or not, I'm gonna say would I sell it or not, because getting into so many of these pieces, I can't keep everything. So I'm just gonna start selling the pieces that I don't absolutely love, and this is one of them. I like it, I don't love it. And I found that since I've gotten it, I haven't really used it very much. It's kind of just been chilling on my desk. So I'm just going to take that as a sign to let it go, let someone else enjoy it, and move on. So that's the Mackie Fusion. Great spinner, just probably not for me. And that's it. Thanks for watching.